Welcome back to Monday Mod Tips. I am Captain Xavier, and today I'm going to show in detail how to get the spring off of a plunger rod when the plunger head doesn't come off easily. So this is not one that's screwed on, so it's difficult to get that spring off of there. Now, this is something I do in my videos all the time, especially K26 videos, but it tends to be one of the parts that gets fast forwarded and I don't generally show it. So somebody asked me if I could show it in detail, so here you go. All you're going to need for tools is going to be a pair of pliers. I prefer needle nose pliers, but use what you've got. And we're going to grab the last coil right towards the end there and twist so that we can get the very end of the spring off to the side like that. At this point, we're going to hold the plunger rod steady and we're simply going to rotate the spring. And it will simply thread off. And then once you get to the end, it'll come all the way off. Now you are going to do some damage to your plunger rod as you do this, because you've got metal, especially the ends tend to be a little bit sharp, rubbing against plastic. And so you may need to file or scrape or use a knife or something to clear off any burrs that gets created when you do this. Now, going the other way is pretty much the exact opposite. We're going to take that last coil and we're going to hook it, and then we're going to pull the second coil down around the other side like that, and then twist until it clicks around. And you may have to use the pliers again or just your thumb to force it around so that you can then start again spinning the spring and it will just thread itself on. You might want to hold this back part to keep the plunger rod from rotating, and that's how you get it back on. Now when you're using a heavier spring like K26, especially if you have not squared or really filed or cleaned up the cut where you cut the K26, it can be very sharp and will do a lot of damage to your plunger rod, and so you will need to clean that up. Better off, clean up your spring ends. Just file them, sand them, what have you. Cut them a little bit more flush so they don't do quite as much damage to the plunger rod or to your fingers. I have cut my fingers more than once on K26 doing this, where it sproinged and the sharp end went into my thumb. This is not from that. This is from something completely unrelated. Anyway, that is how you can get the spring on and off of a plunger rod using just a pair of pliers. So hopefully this was helpful to some of you, and thank you guys for watching.